Fortnite game. I'm here with Noah, our sound guy, of course.
How's it going?
Happy everybody's in the building. What you're gonna have here is the start of our build of our game. We're here at Esports Academy in Cary, North Carolina. It's a great place, family-owned gaming company. Love it here. You're gonna actually meet the owner and the CEO and a couple other people on board with the company. I'm gonna turn to Kayla. Kayla is gonna tell you what we actually is gonna do, and we're gonna go from there.
I would say that they are working on a community game. And right now we're doing the event to partner with my North Carolina Esports Academy, where I work as an instructor, helping with learning how to develop teams, how to create their own spin on what they want to put out into the world. All right, so today, I'm going to have everyone work on their own projects in Unreal Editor for Fortnite, UEFN. It is a editor, specifically a game creation program, where you can create your own type of Fortnite game. Whether you want to do a version of Rock Hunt, if you want to do a team fight battle game, that is all available to you using your own Fortnite character within the game. So you can edit it, you can bring in your friends as well if you want to work on it together. So what I'm going to have you guys do for me is I want you to, for now, exit out of Fortnite and enter into your game application, Unreal Editor for Fortnite, and log in through there. It'll bring you back through Fortnite, don't worry about it. And you'll be able to pick your own template to play. All right. If you have any questions, need anything at all, raise your hand, let me know, and I will come around and help you. All right. Yes.
I got you. Are we looking up later? Kill the audio on that mic. Both mics are on.
So I'm Vinny Smith, and welcome everyone to North Carolina Esports Academy. We are an education and youth development video gaming center. And really, this all started, my son and I, we started this company a little over 3 years ago. And it was all about reaching youth and exposing youth to the technology that's out there, the different types of career paths, and giving them that exposure and confidence within the technology space, and also to see that we have companies in our just right here in our backyard in Cary, such as Epic, and a lot of kids that love playing Fortnite, they love playing these games, but they don't even know what it takes to make a game, that how the groups of people and they work in teams and how the different type of specialties. So we really provide exposure to the young people around all these different areas. And this is also a workforce development project for us as well as education, because these young people, then they see, hey, there are these different career paths out here that are really good paying jobs that they can go down these different paths, and they can explore and find kind of like what their niches and what they would like to do. So that's really what we're about, and we've seen so much success since we started it, and it's fantastic. And one of the things that I know, just a little bit about my background, is I started out playing video games when I was young, and when I did it, it gave me, I had a lot of questions around, well, how are these games made? And so my daddy bought me some books on programming, and I sat down and I would program, and that led me to, went to the Naval Academy. I majored in computer science, and it all started because of that background, playing games and having an interest in learning about programming. And then my first job out when I came out of the Navy was I was an systems engineer for an IT company. So that just kind of show you kind of my background and the progression that I had, and I see this being an opportunity for a lot of young people. And when you look at where we're going now with the technology and everything else, and this is really the way of the future. And I know technology people feel going to take a lot of jobs over, but if you think about it from the standpoint of no, it's just a shift, and just now new skills, and so there's going to be a lot of opportunities that are going to be available within technology. And one of the last things I want to say is in regards to the last statement I made as far as the jobs and the shift. I remember I was working. I was in a hospital, and I saw something come down the hall, and it made me jump back, and it was a robot coming down the hall, and that robot was transporting medication, and went to the elevator, went up the stairs, and it shocked me. And when you think about it, that robot, yes, you could say it took the job of that one person who used to go and transport the medication throughout the hospital. But if you think about it from the standpoint of that now, somebody has to design the robot, someone has to build it, someone has to program it, someone has to maintain it. And when you think about all the jobs now that are being created for that, and like I said, once again, these are good paying jobs. And the last thing I also want to say is that we are also big on, within the IT field, and when you think about, we do a lot here with STEM, and we're really helping the young people to, it's about problem solving. And when people talk about entrepreneurship, that's all entrepreneurship is, just problem solving. It's people, hey, I have an idea to solve a problem. And so we're going to see a lot of businesses, young people start to come up with ideas for businesses, and they're going to start their own companies, and they're going to be able to employ people. So there's a lot of good of what we're doing here at North Carolina Esports Academy to really affect the future of young people, affect the economy and communities.
Definitely, definitely. I'm happy in North Carolina too, because we wanted to bring North Carolina. We got brothers from High Point, Noah. Got any questions or anything you wanted to ask?
So, you mentioned being a gamer from a very young age. Was there also like a catalyst from, you mentioned you started the company with your family, with your son. Would you say he also kind of inspired you to start this business for the whole community, everything like that? Would you say there's your family itself kind of wanted you to grow out a little bit more?
Well, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because actually this is really Caleb. This I would say this is his brainchild. This was his idea. He came to me. Caleb, right out of high school, went over to Germany. He played soccer in Germany. He was over there for 3 years. But while he was there, one day he said, "Hey, have you ever heard of esports?" And I said, at the time, I said, "No." And he said, "You need to take a look at it." And so when I did, I said, "Boy, this is I see a lot of possibilities with this." And he said, "I have to find some way to get into this industry." And so that's how the gaming center model and how that was born. And he said, "What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the youth development model that I learned coming up through soccer, and I want to bring that into esports to kind of have that kind of that training type of program." And then as he was getting started, he said, well, now I want to bring in the education component. That's how we really formed with the STEM. And that's really what built this into what we have right now. So a lot of it was that he was really the visionary behind all this. And then I was able to bring in my background within, I have in IT and business, and that's how we work together in building this program.
All right. Thanks. This is a blessing. Like I said, you got all different branches of the military. We have all walks of life coming here, from the urban community to the collegiate community to even parents, and that's what's good. I see a lot of the parents and the kids starting to come together under gaming, and it's bringing the household together. Eventually I know gaming, it's going to get to the point where people are playing games to build their credit, and different things like that. So thank you for joining us today, and thank you for opening up your doors and hospitality. And we look forward to working with you the long way. And then on top of that, we want to go to different areas like Charlotte, I think it's Greensboro, High Point, Fayetteville, North Carolina. We actually want to go to these different areas and bring you there with your computers and stuff like that. Teach the kids, because you forgot to tell them that you're mobile also.
Absolutely, that's right.
So can you tell us a little bit more about your mobile ability about it?
Sure. And one thing I want to talk about the mobile. One of the things I also wanted to mention is that when we really talk about, we help turn video games into really a productive experience, right? And video games, it's just like anything else. It can be for bad, it can be for good. And we never promote, young people sitting down hours on end, not taking breaks and things like that.
Gotcha.
And so what we're doing here really is really helping the young people to see how to game productively. And we make sure that when we have our camps and things like that here, and then when we do our mobile programs, which I'll go into, we take breaks every 45 minutes. We take them outside, get fresh air, run around, and get exercise. Because it's a holistic approach that we take to what we do. But so what would happen is that we were reaching out into a lot of into the community, talking with different parks and recs and municipalities, other youth organizations, and as we were going forth and doing that, a lot of these organizations said, "We love what you're doing," but they had a challenge of getting the youth to us. So again, as I mentioned earlier, the whole department solving said, we said, "Oh, here's what we'll do. We'll start a mobile program, and we can go out into the community." So we invested in PCs and gaming laptops. So now we go out into the community and we go into different parks and recs. 2 years ago, we went out into the community to 3 counties. Last year, we went out into 20 counties.
Nice.
So we went from 3 counties to 20 counties in a year. And so that is what we're doing now is however we can reach as many youth as possible, this is what we're doing. And so, yes, as you start talking about, because we sort of wrote local and then expanded outside of the triangle, but yes, we plan on getting into the Charlotte, to the western, all the way to the far western part of the state. And that's what we were able to do with our mobile services program.
Gotcha. That's perfect. I'd like to thank you for coming out again. Can you tell people where you're located at and how to get in touch with North Carolina Esports Academy?
Absolutely. So we are in the Waverly Place Shopping Center in Cary, North Carolina, and it's right across from Wake Med Cary Hospital. And our address here is 316 Colonnades Way, and we're Suite 108C. And so you can also call us. Our phone number is 919-297-8302. And our website is ncesportsacademy.com. So you can find us in all those variety of ways. And if you need to Google us, you can see us on Facebook and our LinkedIn page. So we're definitely out there on all types of social media sources as well.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an honor to meet you, and looking forward to
Thank you,
working
sir.
with you. All right.
We can go back stationary. No one's really doing anything.
And also, I want to do, let's not celebrate.
Yeah, this is, yeah, you guys have to look up.
Okay, yeah, that's the
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on with that.
what was the hat? It's in the east.
Make some tours over there. Like, what's this? Well, how much zoom is that out?
That's a 72. That's what I'm trying to get his wide to get from there. We want something wider right here.
There's a 35 right there. 35 right there. There.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He said he's not picking up anything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's not really, there should be no reason to do that at all. There's nothing going through. Unless the only thing that'd be coming up is that mic over there.
Which one?
The other one, because,
I turn the mics off whenever they're not talking. When they're talking, I put it on.
okay, then, yeah, the other audio is coming from that microphone.
He's just telling you it's off.
I don't know why it's static though, because those are the only two that should actually be.
So no audio should ever
There's
come.
no audio. Audio only comes through the board. Audio, no
Oh, yeah.
cameras.
Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back. I got a special guest here today, one of my brothers in 3rd Special Forces Group that actually not only mentored me, been dealing with my headache for since I was in the Army and the military and things of that nature. Introduce yourself, brother.
Rob Robinson, third group, like I said, Tony go way back. Retired 26 years, soft, special ops. Did the work and then retired and then got the privilege to be a part of all of this. This was a great opportunity. It was completely interesting watching the process work. It was cool. Watching kids work and computers and all the things that we used to do when we were younger. It's completely just taken it to the next level of exploration.
Okay. So what fascinates you about the game? Have you ever did any like gaming simulation where you could see the game and you could see it coincides with real life?
And at work, like usually it was like big work projects and doing some training with this and making it accessible to kids. That was a great opportunity because I mean it's the future. This is what we're doing and I just just seeing how it all puts together and how they made a complex problem or a complex I mean, it looked like a problem to me. It was just a complex problem, and he just simplified it to the point to where other kids are actually manipulating it and using it. And it was a great opportunity. I just love working with kids and watching them dig a little deeper than just the gameplay and more on how to build it. It was awesome.
Now, have you mentioned you did like when you were younger you gamed a little bit probably, yeah. Now, kind of looking behind the scenes, kind of what we're doing here today. Is there anything that you've learned with it, or is there anything kind of you've taken that's kind of taken into memory?
Oh, well, I like the aspect of like the virtual reality, how they figured out one how to. I thought it was simple coding. Well, yeah, it is simple coding to some of you laymen, I guess, but the way they coded it and the art design behind it all, because I just thought it was just a recording and it was just, I oversimplified it. But how they put that together and you guys put the codes and then matching the movements and stuff to tasks, it was incredible. That's what I learned out of it. I was watching the kids do it. I can make it look easy.
Okay, hold your own mic.
Like my
Hold
mixtape
your
is
own
coming
mic.
out. Like me, get ready to
Ma'am.
sing for everybody.
Yeah, so what's the best part about this? And I noticed that the audience really don't know the real stories that we actually going to put in, but not too real, too graphic. But the giving back to the veterans and having these programs that we have that combat suicide, that combat, different things that go in our life. And what I noticed with a lot of games and gaming, it's a lot of people that use our likeness, but not really have our spirit and our image in the game or being a part of the process.
No,
So majority of us is veterans, of course, and us being veterans, I feel like that the obligation for us to protect and serve is not just foreign, it's domestic also. So us going into the community and showing the urban communities that, hey, listen, you could be a gamer, because when I was younger, only time we saw the military is when they want to recruit us. We never had the military come in the community and be like, hey, you could be a doctor, you could be something else. You don't have to join the army, but the veterans can take the lead on changing that environment as well. So I'm starting to notice that we are getting more back into the community more in different ways. So thank you for being a part of this venture and this project. And anything you want to say to it for your kids and anybody?
no, I absolutely agree with you. Uh, we got a limited amount of people with my background, especially in soft, and this was a great opportunity to actually give back. You talked about suicide and even I think, and I know it's not popular, but it's purpose. Like after
Yeah.
getting out of the military, our purpose was in the military. Our purpose was simple, and when we get out, that's when we lose that purpose, and then it just becomes, you get a job and you just try to make money. But youth in this program like this actually provided you a purpose. Because I work with kids all day, and especially not kids with my background, we can explain that there are other options out there, and it is attainable. We can make complex solutions from the ground up, and this was a great opportunity, and I love being a part of every aspect of it all.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks. Any questions, brother?
So I think y'all got pretty good decent on it.
Yeah. So to the audience, like I said, we got third group, we got special forces, we have 82nd Airborne as well.
Yeah.
Fort Bragg, we got Screaming Eagle that's going to be a part of it also, over those guys on the other side, but that's another story. And we like to just say thank you, brother, and we'll see you soon. The next event is probably April 27th in Fayetteville, so it'll be more closer to the hometown.
Absolutely.
And we'll just go from there.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, we back. We interviewing actual players, and as you can see, part of the community. Where you from, brother?
Raleigh,
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, so we happy for you to bring your son here today. How old is he?
It's 4 years old.
4 years old? 7 years old. Yeah. So what does this mean to you about gaming and bringing your son and this being part of the community, and how is it changing the community? You know, being a part of something bigger.
Everybody.
You're so cute.
Hey,
Say hi.
say hello. Tell me your name.
I got a trigger.
What's your name?
Everybody, see up.
You like the
Tell me what's your
game?
name.
Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. Yeah. But
What was the question?
we wanted to ask about what brought you here and the gaming and bringing your son here, and what do you feel about the gaming in the community?
Well, I feel like the gaming in the community, it will keep them out of trouble. It keeps them focused, so they don't get into things in the streets, things that they shouldn't be into. It's kind of a way out, you know. It's like it's activities, positive activities. It can lead them to creating games, other games that they like themselves, you know. It just keep them focused on something positive.
And what do you do, brother?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm an activist. um, Also the assistant director for Vets for Youth in Raleigh. Community court advocate. I wear many different hats. I'm for the elevation of the community, you know, keeping it positive, stuff like this,
No.
gaming, you know, put down the guns, pick up the books, get into gaming, streaming, stuff like that. Stuff that can take them somewhere in life. So that's what I do.
Okay,
I work
perfect.
with Tony Rand.
Perfect. So yeah, as you can see, we give it back to the urban communities. We're using this as a vessel, not only to cut down youth crime and violence and stuff like that. We actually use it as a vessel to empower and employ eventually. You know, we want these kids to get into STEM early, early out. And then as they build out these games, they actually get C++, Java, and all these codes. And then we just go to a whole different direction, you know? So we want to actually keep going over. I want to, come here, come here. This is what I definitely want to interview personally, one on one. This is Kayla. Where you from, Kayla? Tell me where you from.
Well, that's a little bit of a story. I was originally born in Jamaica, and I immigrated here to America when I was really young. And I've been living in Florida since then. Then I moved up to North Carolina, Raleigh, Cary, specifically for the gaming industry. I'm not gonna lie.
So, what's this mean about what does it mean to you about? I had a young lady. She said she was inspired because she see other women, you know, being a part of this. What does it mean for you and women in the gaming industry?
For me personally, women in the gaming industry is kind of a signifier to me that the roles are kind of expanding to include more and more people. And I'm personally looking forward to the day where we have a big gaming company kind of run by women, for women,
Oh, that'd be
kind of
good.
give more of a voice out for there because I can see more like women games and programs kind of like independent, like indie games and stuff like that. But I don't really see a face for them a lot in the bigger companies.
Yeah, and you know what's good about it? We all taking our lessons from who?
From me.
There we go. You see what I'm saying? So, in our organization, well, company, we actually want to empower women in the esports industry and in the gaming industry. So, thank you for taking the lead. You know, and like I said, you've always been an inspiration and an honor to meet you. And it's just a blessing for having you part of the team.
It's a blessing to be here, man. Like, this is exactly what I was just talking about. This is what I'm looking for in a gaming company. So that's why I really am kind of excited about what you're doing here.
Thank you, thank you. Let's go to interview some parents. Let's go to some parents. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you for joining us today. Can you just say your name, where you're from, and what brought you here?
So my name is Delia Niles. I am originally and still claim Brooklyn, New York,
Yeah.
but I have been living in North Carolina for a significant amount of years at this point. I came to North Carolina because I retired and the black hole of Fort Bragg sucked me in. Now Fort Liberty.
Fort Liberty.
I've come today to kind of support Tony Brown and the team and what they're doing when it comes to youth and just trying to get them connected and exposing them to different things.
Okay, okay, okay. Do you have children in gaming and stuff like that?
I do. I have a 14-year-old who's into gaming. He likes building and creating his own games, and
Nice.
I don't usually understand what he's telling me, like parkour, which is an obstacle course he can build and stuff.
Yeah, the parkour, man. You got to be energetic with that. You definitely got to be energetic with that. But yeah, thank you for coming out and supporting, Blackpoint Studios. And what's good about it is like I see the diversity in the youth, from all ages. So I really don't even call them kids anymore. I call them gamers now because it's such a blanket statement between the age groups. So thank you so much for coming out and supporting.
Yeah, no problem.
What part of North Carolina? Lumberton. And you from?
Fayetteville.
So we got Fayetteville, we got Lumberton, North Carolina.
Yes,
So
yes,
as we
yes.
built this game, we actually want y'all to be a part of the bigger picture and the team. And what
Yes.
brought you here today?
Say it again.
What brought y'all here today?
My aunt, she actually introduced this to me. I just came to see what it was about. Building a game sounds pretty interesting to me, honestly. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see what the game was about and see how better y'all can make it other than the other games I've seen like Fortnite.
Yeah.
How good y'all can make the game
Yeah.
compared to other games.
And what's good about what we're trying to do too, like you see it says game mode community strong. Y'all opinion matters. So
Yes.
when we have these private meetings during the week, I'll give y'all the Zoom link and y'all come
Right.
on and y'all be like, hey, we could change this, that, and the third.
Right.
And we could do the pros and cons and then we could launch it every month. So this month is just getting familiar with everybody.
Yes.
Next month's actually building out. The third month is giving 75% of it and then we're gonna have 100% of the game and then we're gonna launch it.
Right.
But hopefully y'all could be a part of the long haul.
Yes.
We actually want to get y'all some credits, you know what I'm saying? Some gaming credits on it.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, y'all help this and put y'all in the
Right.
credits. So all right.
Definitely.
All right, brother. Let's connect. Let's connect.
So,
All right, so there you go. As I said, we actually getting all parts of North Carolina to come together. Next month, we'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. In June, I'm trying to get, I would say, Charlotte or High Point or Greensville, Greensboro. I would make out some connections out there. So we're reaching out to the colleges as well. So thank you for tuning in. We're gonna take a little short break and then we're gonna go back to having more interviews and you can just check out the guys, the kids are actually playing the games.